This is yin and restorative yoga, very gentle practice. The props that I have are a pillow and a blanket. You can get a couple pillows, a couple blankets, whatever you have around. And that's my fluffy assistant Donut. If you are new to my classes, to practicing with me, I offer quite a few modifications, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. You do need to be a subscriber for 10 minutes or more to be able to put your questions there. And there will be no music on the background for this class, so you can hear me a little bit better, but also so that you can choose if you'd like to practice in silence, if you'd like to put any music on that helps you relax and ground. And we'll start on our backs. If your low back is not quite ready for your legs to be straight, feel free to keep your knees bent and knees together. Your arms, your hands can rest on your body, or you can relax your arms by your sides. And take any little movements, make any adjustments to help you settle into stillness. Open and close your jaw, shake out your shoulders, walk your shoulder blades under your chest. And once you settle into stillness, gently scan yourself from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes. Notice any areas that feel tight, tired, any muscles that are clenched. And let your awareness and your breath linger there. Notice how that helps you soften that tension. Continue to move your awareness down your body, doing it at your own pace. And once you reach to your toes, scan yourself once more. And once you've done it twice, release your awareness of your body and notice your breath, the texture, the length, the temperature of your inhales and exhales. Without forcing, allow your breath to deepen. And take a moment here to set an intention for today's practice. Nothing comes to mind, remind yourself of the reason you came onto your mat. And take a deep breath in and out to seal your intention. And start to return movements back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Gently move your head side to side. Stretch through the sides of your neck.
And eventually take a full body stretch like you would first thing in the morning. Send your arms back, your toes forward. We'll start with a gentle side body stretch. Keep your body long and move your heels over to the right. Walk your heels over to the right until you feel a pleasant stretch in your left side. We want it to be gentle, about 30 to 40% of your full effort. And if that feels good, cross your right ankle over the left. You can stay here. If you want to add a little bit more, gently move your upper body, your head, your shoulders, your arms to the right as well. Don't go too far. Let your shoulders stay down and tuck your chin a little bit. And if your arms straight do not allow you to relax your shoulders down, bend your elbows and hold on to opposite elbows or opposite wrists. Give yourself enough space between your arms to be able to feel your back relax down and your neck stay nice and long. We'll be in this pose for about 2 minutes, so know that the intensity of the stretch will grow deeper over time, and you don't need to go to your edge. You don't need to push yourself in any way. Instead, let yourself relax. Let the effort be mild, and continue to breathe deeply and fully through your nose. Notice if you are clenching your jaw, relax your tongue down away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your eyelids, the muscles around your eyes. Your eyes don't have to be closed during this practice. In fact, if you notice that you start to fall asleep, rest your gaze softly on a point above you and let your focus, your drishti, help you stay present. Take one more big breath in and out. Uncross your ankles, release your elbows, and slowly walk yourself back to the center of your mat. Relax your arms down by your sides. Pause for a moment in stillness in your Shavasana, noticing any differences between two sides of your body, any changes in the sensations in your left side. And we'll find the same pose to the left. Reach your arms up and start to walk your heels over to the left. You can cross your left ankle over the right. You can keep your arms straight. You can bend your elbows. Notice what this side needs, and your shape, your adjustments do not have to be the same as on the first side. If your awareness shifted away from you, bring it back into your breath, into sensations in your body. Maybe scan yourself from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes and back up a couple times. Take one more deep breath in and out. Uncross your arms and legs. Bring yourself back to the center of your mat. Relax your arms down by your sides. Pause for a moment. We'll find a supine twist from here. Bend your knees. And first, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe rock side to side. Any movements that feel good for your low back. Circle your knees a couple times. One way and the opposite way. And pause in the center. Reach your arms out. You can let your feet lower down. Scoot your hips a little bit to the right as your knees fall to the left. You can stay exactly as you are, no need to use any props. If you want a little bit more support, you can use a folded blanket or a pillow under your knees or between your legs. Relax your right shoulder down. If you are facing up towards the ceiling, after a few moments, see if you'd like to turn your head to the right, bringing the rest of your neck into a gentle stretch. Take 3 more inhales and exhales, and you twist, melt even deeper into the support underneath you. And move any props that you were using out of the way. Bring your knees back up to the center. Straighten your legs, relax your arms down by your sides for a moment. And we'll find twist to the right. If you're using the prop, move it to the right side of your mat. Bend your knees. Reach your arms out into T and move your hips a little bit over to the left. Pick up your feet and bring your knees to the right. Notice what this side needs to feel similar degree of sensation as the first one. And let yourself settle into your twist. Soften your face. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into the left side of your body. When you are ready to move, bring yourself back to the center. Straighten your legs, relax your arms down for a few moments. Notice any sensations and muscles around your rib cage, your low back, your hips. And we'll find one more shape here before we roll over onto our bellies. Supta Baddha Konasana, bend both knees. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Depending on what props you have, use that support for under your knees. The sensation of openness through your inner thighs will grow deeper over time. So we want our legs to be supported. If you only have one pillow or one blanket, you can roll up your blanket or use your pillow to support your shins and your thighs. If you have two pillows or two blankets, you can use one under each knee. You can relax your arms by your sides. You can also rest your hands on your torso, one on your belly, one on your heart. Let your shoulders go down your back and tuck your chin a little bit. If you notice that your chin is lifting higher than your forehead, use a folded blanket or a pillow under your head. Let go of the tendency to grip in your physical body. And let your awareness stay with your breath. That way, creating more space between your thoughts. Take 3 more inhales and exhales here. Let each next round of breaths be longer and deeper than the one before. And when you are ready, use your hands to bring your knees up. Straighten your legs, pause in stillness for a few moments. And when you're ready to move, roll over onto your belly. Scoot to the left side of your space. Bring your left ear down, bend your right elbow, and bend your right knee. Your knee is somewhat in line with your hip. We want this to be a gentle stretch for our right inner thigh. So if this does not feel pleasant and you feel any pain or unpleasant sensation in your hip, in your lower back, you can roll onto your left side a little bit more and use a folded blanket or a pillow under your right thigh. Let yourself relax your chest, your belly down towards the floor, and if you wish, you can turn your head the opposite way away from your right hand after a few rounds of breath. Take one more inhale and exhale. And release your right leg, your right arm down. Pause for a moment before you move. And scoot yourself over to the right side of your space. This time bring your left knee, your left elbow out. Look to the left. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And release your left side down. Pause for a moment before you move. And bring your hands to the top of your mat, palms over each other. Rest your forehead down on top of your hands. And bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet side to side a few times. Release your legs down. Come up onto your forearms. A few moments in Sphinx pose, let your shoulders relax. You can keep your chin lifted. You can relax your head down. Slow down and deepen your breath even more. 3 more inhales and exhales. And lower your forehead down, palms over each other, pause for a moment. And press yourself up to a seat. We'll find a prone twist. Use your props, pillows, folded blankets, whatever you have available, and sit with your right thigh towards your props. You can bring your knees over each other. You can let your top leg slide back a little bit more. Turn your chest down and keep your spine long as you lower down onto your prop. We want our head to be comfortable, so if you have a blanket, place it at the back of your pillow or at the back of your bolster or other folded blanket so you can support your head. And start by facing the same way as your knees, and after a while you can turn your head the opposite way. Unclench your jaw, soften and deepen your breath even more. 3 more inhales and exhales, and you twist. When you are ready to move, use your arms to help you come up to a seat. Turn away from your props. Find a cross-legged seat for a moment. Pause. Notice any sensations in the right side of your ribcage. And we'll twist the opposite way. Left leg towards your props this time. Your knees can stay over each other, or you can slide your top leg down. Hands by the sides of your props as you bring yourself down. Stop Start with your head facing the same way as your knees. And after a few rounds of breath, you can look the opposite way. Just a few more moments in your twist on the side. Let go of a little bit more physical tension with every exhale. Take 3 more inhales and exhales on this side. When you are ready to move, press yourself up to a seat. Turn away from your props, find a cross-legged seat for a couple rounds of breath. And we'll prepare for Shavasana next, the most important part of our yoga practice. You can use the props you already have set up and lower down your entire spine, making sure that your head is supported. You can straighten your legs. If you have any other props, feel free to use them under your knees. And if this does not feel like a right position for you to take your Shavasana in, find any other shape that feels good. Letting go of any control of your body, any control of your breath. I will let you know when it's time to come up. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you wish. If the rest of your day is calling for you, bring the movements back. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take a full body stretch like you would first thing in the morning. And bend your knees if they're not bent yet. Roll over onto either side of your body. If you are using any props under your spine, roll off your props and onto the floor. Use your arm under your head as a pillow and pause here for a moment. Reconnect with your body, reconnect with your breath. Remind yourself of the intention you set for this practice. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Lift up to a seat. Any comfortable seat, bring your shoulders over your hips and your hands to your heart center, palms together or palms over each other. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow down. Thank you for being here. Namaste.